Whoa, you guys killed it. I hope you like the intro, a little hard rock in honor of our godfather, Mr. Stephen Edholm, aka Skill Cult. I have no idea why I'm talking like that. Sorry guys, I got a wee bit distracted. But seriously, let's jump right into it. I got some honorable mentions I want to read off, and I got to do it kind of quick because we're losing light and the blizzard's rolling in. So, without further distraction, first up, in no particular order, and some of these guys finished mini challenges as well, is Ryan Ergater. Forgive the pronunciations. Ryan Ergater. Life Behind the Axe. He has a YouTube channel. Check it out. Next up, we got Isaiah Mountford. He prefers the Basque axes. Milo Kolb, he also has a YouTube channel. A young guy, really got the bug this year and got out chopping some big logs as well. Check him out. Then we got Simon Davies, aka Woodland Bushcraft UK on the YouTubes. All the links to these guys' YouTubes, if they have one, will be in the description. After Simon, we got Matt Pumpkin. He also is chopping some spotted gum like Kurt down there. Check him out. Andrew Thomas, he has a YouTube as well. Check out the clips on his channel. Robert Canay, not sure how you say that. Then we have Neil Williamson. Matthew Legault. I'm not sure how to say that. I'm sure it's Quebecian, however you say Matthew Legault in Canadian and Quebecian. Mark Stone. He has a YouTube channel as well. Mark Stone, check it out. Jake Churchill. Jake has also had some issues with the Basque axes. Lazar Bobic. Lazar is a handle maker and he did a little chopping this year as well. Javin Baby, he builds most of his axes himself, does a really nice job. He also had an injury we're going to talk about in a little. Owen Jarvis, you know Owen, used to be Elemental Force on YouTube. He's a heavy hitter. He did finish the big log this year and did do quite a bit of chopping, but I don't think he finished a rick. Definitely check him out if you don't know Owen, I'm sure you do. Tim Winston. Tim did loads of limbing this year, which I'm glad to see. It's my favorite thing to do, as you guys well know. Renee Zwala, or Zwalua, forgive the pronunciations. Just going to have to bear with me. My boondockish speech. Jen Christensen. James O'Leary. James finished a couple of other challenges as well. We'll talk about him in a bit. Matt Baugh, aka Vintage Axe Hoarder. I got to know this guy a little bit via the YouTubes this year. He's a really nice guy, happy-go-lucky. Always happy to see him swinging an axe. He builds and makes handles as well, and just is a great guy. Sub him on YouTube, please. Joey Namek. Joey has a YouTube channel, which is 940 Joey. He's a new guy, got the bug, just started a channel, is doing some nice work over there. It's exciting to see those young guys get the bug, get out there and do some chopping. Joel Forsyth. And last, but certainly not least for the honorable mentions, is our one and only Ben Scott. Now, Ben did not get to complete much in the way of cordwood work this year because he spent the last year, 2 years really, training for timber sports, of which he competed in this year and got 4th place in his division, if I'm not mistaken. He did really well. We're really proud of him. Kudos to you, Ben. I'm sure you'll improve next year. He got some personal bests as well. Had a little hiccup there with the audio when they were starting the stock saw competition. Thankfully, Timber Sports was nice enough to let them restart, and he did really well there. He got second in the crosscut or single buck competition. So killing it. Ben is killing it, certainly not least. Let's move on to the One Tree Challenge. So first up is the One Tree Challenge, which I completed early in the year, but this isn't about me. This is about you guys, and plenty of guys completed it. So let's get to it. So not counting me, there were 9 people that completed the 1 tree challenge, which is 1 tree in 1 day. You have to fell it, limb it, buck it, split it, stack it in 1 day. And these are the names of the people that completed it. First up is Cody Clapper. Cody's been with us for a while, and he knocked down this tree and stacked her in 1 day. Second up is Matt Baugh, and Matt completed 2 tree challenges this year. He's really got the bug. Kurt S., Bushy Kurt, also completed 2 tree challenges this year, processed 2 trees in a single day, or that is to say 1 tree in 1 day and then another tree in another day. We've got Nathan Rostis. Nathan also completed the 1 tree challenge. Next up, in no particular order, is Ben Thompson, and Ben completed the 1 tree challenge, and his tree measured 12 inches in diameter at the base. That's a big tree to process in 1 day. Travis Loyan, sorry about that, Travis. Travis also completed the 1 tree challenge. Neil Williamson, Neil as well was out there chopping with us. Joey Namick, new guy, he also knocked 1 down and completed it in 1 day. And last but certainly not least is Joey LaMontina. All of these guys, including myself, completed the 1 tree challenge, and I want to keep this going next year. It's a good way to get guys out there and get chopping. So both the big log and the 1 tree challenge will be returning in 2022. Boom. Big log challenge, 50 centimeters or more, which for you Americans is about 20 inches. First up, heavy hitter, Owen Jarvis. So if memory serves, Owen used 2 axes to knock this big log in half, and one of them was a 4.5-pound braids Kent felling pattern that I absolutely covet. Kudos, Owen, kudos. Next up, Isaiah Mumford from the Mumford Sons. No, I'm just kidding. He knocked a big old log in half too. Well done, old chap. Well done. Next up is Mr. James O'Leary. James knocked a big old log in half as well, 20-incher. Last but certainly not least is Joey LaMontina. This crazy fella knocked not 1, not 2, but 3 big logs in half. 3 bites to the center of a Tootsie Pop. Kudos, Joey. Sincerely, man. 3. So while we don't have a particular hewing challenge, I gotta shout out this guy. I'm sure I'm gonna get his name wrong. He's from Spain. Gustave. I'm sure I'm butchering your name. Sorry, brother. But he hewed 7,200 meters squared of wood. He's part of this timber framing project. It's pretty cool. You should check him out. He hews these logs so straight. I was sure they were cleaning them up with a draw knife, but nope, just axes. He also made a handle for a hatchet out of an axe, and so did Isaiah Mountford. He also made a handle only using a hatchet and then fitted it to the head. It's really blowing out there. All right, on to the real challenge. Chop a rick or more of wood only using an axe in 1 year. And these guys completed just that. First up, the Godfather, Stephen Ed Holmes, says he also chopped a rick of wood this year. He completed a rick last year, and he started the project of trying to chop 10 minutes a day, but said he quickly abandoned that. I think it would be better to set a goal, a more realistic goal of to chop like an hour a week, and then you could divide it up any way you like. But that's a good goal nonetheless. Good to see Steven back out there chopping. Next up is William Nicholas. I think he goes by Cosmic Billy on YouTube. I'm not sure if he has a YouTube channel, but that's his name. And he's a young guy, and it's good to see his excitement. He knocked down a couple of trees in his parents' driveway. At least I think it's his parents' driveway, which was kind of cool to see. And then he's celebrating there. So he completed 1 rick of firewood. Oh man, I'm going to butcher this guy's name. I'm sorry. I'm going to call you Samuel, but I know that's not it. Samueli Kilpinen. Samueli Kilpinen. I'm sorry, brother. He has a YouTube channel. You should definitely check it out. Linked in the descriptions below. And he's done a lot of chopping this year and has done a lot of chopping with some interesting axes. So definitely check him out. Also, another name I'm going to butcher, Theodbald. Theodbald completed 1 rick this year. You should definitely check him out. Sam Zhang also completed 1 rick. That's a lot of chopping, guys, and I'm impressed that you're able to get out there and do that on a regular basis. All right, so here's where we increase a little bit. Nathan Rostis completed 1 3/4 ricks. We jump up to 2 ricks here with Ben Thompson. Ben completed 2 full ricks of firewood. Brian Whitlock, aka Two Bears on YouTube, definitely check him out. He recorded the whole process. He completed 2 full ricks, and he was using mostly 2 axes to do it. All right, time for the heavy hitters, the guys that completed a cord or more. Joey Lamantina, he completed 1 cord, and he said that there's a big difference between a chopping axe and a splitting axe, and it's best to take 1 of each. Kurt S., Bushy Kurt on Facebook, he has a YouTube channel. I'm sure you guys know him by now. He's down there in Australia chopping some hardwoods. He completed almost 2 cords. 2 cords! That's ridiculous, guys. 2 cords. Another name I'm about to butcher and probably shouldn't even try. I'm just going to call him Simon, and we'll go by Skinny Bear and the Dogs. It might be Simone, I'm not sure. But in any case, Skinny Bear and the Dogs, he has a YouTube channel. High quality. If you like Kurt's channel, you'll like his. He chopped over 2 cords of wood. Just a ridiculous amount of wood. And he concluded that you're better off going at trees 10 inches or under and using a light axe to process it rather than targeting large trees with large axes, and I agree. All right, and our guy who chopped the most wood in 2021 is Luke McNair. Luke chopped 3 full cords of wood, maybe even a little more, he says. But in any case, he is our winner, and I already transferred the $100 cash to him via PayPal. So congrats, buddy. But of course, that's not why you guys are out there chopping. We're out there chopping because we're crazy. I kid, of course. We chop because it's fun, it's good exercise, and it's dangerous, and it's more fun because it's dangerous, let's be honest. That said, unfortunately, we did have a couple of axe accidents this year. Owen sliced his foot open pretty bad. But, and I warn you here, this is pretty gross, Javin really sliced into his foot here. So you guys can see, this is no joke. When you sharpen an axe to chop, it can also cut flesh really easily. So let's get a word from Safety Sally, huh? Boys, Safety Sally checking in. Seriously though, guys, the best advice I can offer in terms of safety is slow down. Always be aware of where that edge is, edge consciousness, and respect that frontal zone, and you'll be safe. But even if you respect all of those rules and more, it doesn't mean that you can't cut yourself. In fact, if you use an axe long enough, like a knife, you probably are going to cut yourself. It just depends on how bad it's going to be. Which is why I, for one, am getting a pair of chainmail this year. I am, and I would urge you to do the same. All right, let's talk 2022 and a few housekeeping issues. So some of you have already off to a really good start. Some of the new guys got the bug, which is great. I love seeing that. It makes me want to get back out there and chop, which I will certainly be doing despite the old tennis elbow, which is not doing much better. It just gets re-aggravated really easily, but you guys don't want to hear about that. I had a really difficult time getting all of your videos in one place, in one format. I'm not a techie guy, and they all came in different sizes, formatted for different software. So next year, the easiest place for me to get a video is for you to just paste it or send it right to me in Facebook Messenger. Also, it's easy for me to track your progress along the way if you just post pics on the Facebook page, on the Cordwood page. Other than that, I hope you guys had a great year chopping in 2021. I don't see why the rules for 2022 should change. All the mini contests are still in place, and the real goal is still to chop 1 rick or more in a year. Stay safe. I'll see you guys later in the week. I got a video coming out, camping in a blizzard, hammock camping in a blizzard, which I just got done doing. Look forward to that. See you guys on the next one.